Today, we're digging into the three core responsibilities of a preschool teacher. And I'll give you a hint. The most important one is probably not what you think it is.
So let me just ask you straight up. What do you think is the most important job of a preschool teacher? Is it teaching the ABCs, numbers, getting them all to sit still for circle time? Just take a second and think about it, because the answer might actually surprise you.
Okay, here it is. A preschool teacher is a calm adult who helps small children feel safe, comfortable, and curious. I want you to just let that sink in for a minute. Calm, safe, comfortable, and curious. Did you notice what's not in that sentence?
Yep, that's it. That is the entire definition. There's no mention of lesson plans or tests or traditional discipline. It's all about creating an emotional state. It's a total mindset shift because the foundation here is emotional, not academic.
And that brings us right to job number one, which is by far the most important. We have to create emotional safety. This is the absolute bedrock. If you don't have this, nothing else matters.
Think of it like this. There's a switch in a child's brain, and it's controlled by emotion. When kids feel safe, boom, the switch is on. They explore, they touch things, they do stuff over and over, and that's how they learn. But the second they feel unsafe, that switch just flips off. They might cry or just totally freeze up, and learning, it just stops, dead in its tracks.
So this completely reframes the whole role, doesn't it? A preschool teacher's number one job isn't teaching in the way we usually think about it. The first job, before anything else can even begin to happen, is to make that child feel safe. Period. Okay, so you've built this safe, trusting space. What's next? Well, that leads us to job number two. And this one is all about getting out of the way. It's about allowing for natural exploration.
You know, for these little guys, learning isn't just in their heads. It's physical. They learn with their hands, their eyes, their whole body. And this part is absolutely crucial. If you see a child doing the same exact thing 10, 20 times in a row, it's not because they're broken or stuck. That's their brain hard at work building a new pathway. So if we step in and say, okay, that's enough of that, we're literally stopping the learning process cold. It's like they say, in preschool, the teacher's mouth should work less and their eyes should work more. So if our job is to create safety and then let kids explore, what do we actually do? Well, that brings us to the third and final core job. And this distinction is so important. Our job is to guide, not to control. And honestly, the best way to get this is to just picture a baby learning how to walk. I'm sure you've all seen it. How does that actually work? I mean, does the baby enroll in a walking class? No. Does anyone yell at them for falling down? Of course not. That would be ridiculous. Do we compare them to the neighbor's baby who's already running around? No, we don't do any of that.
So what do the adults do instead? Well, they watch. They offer a hand sometimes, they smile, they cheer, and maybe most importantly, they wait. They just create a safe space and trust that the baby will figure it out.
And right there, that is preschool teaching. That beautiful, simple, trusting process. It's not about forcing instruction. It's about supportive observation.
So let's wrap it all up. The three core responsibilities. Number one, make the child feel safe. Your very presence should just say, I am here for you. Number two, allow the child to explore. Whatever you do, don't stop that repetition. And number three, guide gently. Show them how to do something once, then take a step back and just wait and watch.
And if you need a mental image for this whole approach, this is it right here. It's this idea of a calm guide, not a boss, not an instructor, but someone who just creates a safe little world where children can be curious and learn things in their own time, naturally, just like that baby learning to walk. Now, this all sounds pretty simple and lovely, right? But it brings us to what is actually the biggest challenge of all. Because the real work, it isn't about learning these new techniques. It's about forgetting how we were taught.
So many of us grew up with the idea that a good teacher is a strict teacher. But we have to unlearn that programming because fear doesn't create learning. All fear creates is silence. Kids who are afraid just stop trying. They stop exploring. They stop asking questions.
And that leaves us with this final, powerful thought. The act of preschool teaching itself, of being that calm, supportive guide, isn't that difficult. What's really difficult, is letting go of our own baggage from school, forgetting the lectures, the corrections, the pressure.
The real challenge is to simply create that space of safety and then trust the child to do the rest. So the question to leave you with is this: what do we need to forget in order to truly help children learn?